Okay guys, so this is the basics of how to put thread in your needle and how to knot the end so that when you're sewing the thread does not come out. So what I'm going to show you are things, this is the same technique that you'll do every time you put new thread in your needle. Okay, so first off, we're using embroidery thread, which is actually a whole bunch of little threads put together. So it's multiple pieces put together. So you can see how it might start fraying on the edge. You have a water dropper or two at your table, and this will help you. You're going to put water in your hand, and it will help you put the ends together with some water so that you can smooth it out and it won't fray on you when you are trying to put this in the eye of your needle. So the first thing that you do after you have measured out your thread, if I were you, you're going to take the palm of your hand and you are going to put a droplet of water in the palm of your hand. I'll put it a little bit bigger so you can see it. It doesn't need to be a lot of water, but just enough of a drop, maybe a pinky fingernail's worth of water. And then you're just going to take one end of your embroidery thread and you're going to put it in that droplet of water. Okay, and so what that will do is it will wet it so that you can take your fingers, and if you will just go over the ends a few times, it will put them together so that they are super smooth and they won't come apart on you when you are trying to put your thread in the eye of your needle. Okay, so it was just a drop of water and you laid the end in, and now you are just smoothing the end to get them to be stuck together rather than separating. Okay, so this is a sewing needle and it has a sharp end and it's got a pretty big eye, and the eye is the little hole up here, and that's where your thread goes. So all you're going to do with that smoothed end is you are going to go into the eye of the needle, and once it's kind of poking out the other side, if you'll hold it and you can just pull that, but pull very gently and make sure that all of your thread is together and that nothing starts unraveling. Okay, so you will open this up and you'll pull this, and what we want is for both ends, get back in the camera range, both ends to be together. Okay, so I fixed mine so that now it's even and both ends are together. Once you have it like this, okay, so it's all smoothed out, both ends are together, now you're going to tie a knot. So you keep both ends together. And what I like to do is I like to just make a big loop around two fingers and then I hold it. Okay, so at this point it should kind of look like, if you can see it, looks like a number 6 or a letter B. Okay, so all I did was I took the ends and I wrapped it around two fingers loosely, and now I'm holding it. Okay, so I'm holding that, pinching that with my finger so it's not going to get loose. And I just take the loop off, but I'm still holding it. And then you just go back through the loop and pull. And that will make a knot. Now, I pulled mine really low so that I end up with a lot extra. We can trim that later. I'm not worried about that. But I really need for you to get a knot. So again, that was, you looped it around, pulled the loop, go from behind, and pull gently, and I just made my knot twice as thick. Okay, so that is how you knot so that you can start your sewing.